Okay. So today we are going to see the structures. So structures in C programming. So structure is a user defined data type in C programming. So normally we can use integer, character, float and strings as a as a system data type. So normally we are using those data types, but structure is a different. Structure is different from that data types. So it's an array. So for array, we are grouping the similar elements. So that is more than one element can be grouped. More than one element can be grouped. Similar data types, data elements can be grouped using the array. In case of structure, we can combine more than one data types together and we can create the data type. We can define the structure and we can use it in a user defined data type in our programming. So in C programming, a struct is a collection of variables. It can be a different types. It may be an integer type or character type or floating type, whatever it may be, and it's under a single name. In a single name, we can group the elements. A structure creates a data type that can be used to group items of possibly different types into a single type. So array. So in case of array, we are allowed to define types of variables that can hold several data items of the same kind. But in structures, it's another user defined data type. It's that allows to combine data items of different kinds. Then how to define structure? So before using the structure, we have to define that particular structure. So struct keyword is used to create a structure. So syntax is struct and structure name. So structure name is the identifier. We can use any name here and we can combine more than one data types here. So data type member 1, data type member 2. So in this example, we are creating the structure called person. So in this struct person, we are creating three different variables, three different data types. And we are grouping the three different data types into a single structure. So struct person, char name of 50 and int city number and float salary. So we have to create the open braces and close braces. The semicolon is must here. So we have created a structure. Now we have to declare the structure variable. So for accessing the structure data members, we have to create variables for that particular structure. So we are having two different types, different methods to create variables for this structure. The first type is we can declare the variable in the structure declaration itself. So first type we are using struct point int x comma y. So first declare structure variable. So struct point int x comma y. For this close brace itself, we can give the p1. That is the structure variable. We are going to access the structure data members of structures. In other type, we can you can define the data type in separate itself, and in the main section we can declare the structure variable like a variable declaration like basic data types. Then struct point int x comma y is a structure we are defined, and in this main section we are using struct point p1. That is struct point is the structure we are creating. For that structure we are declaring the variable called p1. So here we are giving the another example for the creating the variables for this structure. So struct person is a structure we are creating. So in this struct person we are creating three different data types: character, int city number and float salary. For this structure we are creating three different variables for this structure alone. So for this structure, person 1, person 2 is a normal structure and p of 20 is the array of structure. So like our normal data types, how we can use a normal data types, that's an integer array and character array. We can use the structure array also. then struct person, character name of 20, and it's a separate declaration. So int main, in int main we are declaring struct person is a struct keyword we are using, and person is a structure name. Then person1, person2 is a normal structure variable, and p of 20 is a array of structure variable. Okay. Now how to access the member of a structure? If we want to access the member of the structure, we can use the dot operator. So dot is a member operator. For structure pointers, we are using this arrow key, arrow symbol. So for dot operator, we are using the normal structure variable. We can access the members of the structure. So how to initialize the structure? So for initializing, we can't use the for initialization, we can't initialize the members in the struct keyword in the definition itself. We have to define, we have to declare the variable, and then only we can initialize the structure variables, initialize the structure members. Then this is the example for that. So struct point is a structure we are used, then int x comma y. So int main, in int main we are using struct point p1 equal to like array. How we can define the array, how we can give the values for the array is the same way we can initialize the values for this structure. So struct point is equal to 0 comma 1 means 0 is for x and y is for 1. Okay, so today we are seeing we just saw the basic points in the structure. So what is the structure and what is the structure means, and how to define the structure, and how to create the variables for the structure, and how to access the member of the structure. Then how to initialize the structure member. So this is what we have seen today's class. Thank you.